So the lighting in this apartment just really sucks a-hole, so like don't be mad at me if the quality of this video is actually really shit. I can't help that. Also, to be fair, it's like about to rain, so it's giving that great quality and we're living for it. It's the aesthetics of it. I sound gross because I've been sick, and actually kind of doesn't make me sound gross. It kind of makes me sound hot a little. You know when you get like sick and you're congested and then you like your voice drops like an octave and you're just like, oh my gosh, am I just sick or am I just hot? I've been wanting to make this video for some time. I'm not even upset about it. I feel like this video is going to do one of two things. It's either going to do really well or it's going to piss a lot of people off, and then I'm just going to get canceled for having a very strong opinion. As a fellow Slytherin, honestly, I really don't give a shit. I just don't. I have too much in my life that is happening for me to actually give a shit. This is just shits and giggles for yours truly, and because I've been wanting to do this for a while, but it is things that I hate about your Hogwarts house. If I hurt your feelings, reevaluate yourself, because how are you an adult getting so worked up about somebody on the internet just going, this is why I hate your Hogwarts house? Listen, I'm gonna be dragging my own Hogwarts house to the dirt. Okay, I'm gonna start with Hufflepuffs because I feel like I'm just gonna get the easy ones out of the way. There's really not much to hate about you guys. I think you are very wholesome. You have a lot going for you. There are a couple gripes that I have that I'm just like, I'm just being a griper, right? Okay, so like, first of all, you're not as sneaky or as innocent as you guys think you are. Like deep down, y'all are like the biggest troublemakers, including like the kinkiest motherfuckers I've ever met. You would think like Slytherins would be really kinky, but I feel like, you know, Hufflepuffs, y'all are just really not as innocent as y'all think you are. One thing I do not like about Hufflepuffs is the fact that they let everybody walk all over them. I have yet to see any Hufflepuffs in my life to actually like stand up for themselves and like throw a punch. You know, Slytherins and Gryffindors are always ready to fight. They're always like down to getting physical, but Hufflepuffs are just like, if someone like talks shit about them, they literally turn around and just start crying, and I'm like, no bitch, like go stand up for yourself. I have yet to see a Hufflepuff actually wind up and give it right back. Oh my god, please stop being so happy all the time. I literally cannot deal with people always being so happy. I've never met a miserable Hufflepuff, ever. They're always so nice, they're always so happy, they're always so cheerful. Bitch, the world is ending, why are you happy? One thing I don't really like about Hufflepuffs as well is the fact that they never really try and act smart. Like, they are probably one of the smartest, dare I say, I feel like Hufflepuffs are smarter than Ravenclaws, but just because of like the reputation that they get for being like a stoner or someone that doesn't take life seriously, they don't try to like be smart. They remind me of the kids in high school that like would never study and then would just like show up 10-15 minutes late to a test, ace it, and then be like, nah. This goes back to the same point that I made about always being nice, but literally being nice gets you killed. Stop being so nice. I'm gonna bring that up again. Stop being so nice. Look at Cedric Diggory. He's fucking dead. One of the biggest icks I have with Hufflepuffs is the fact that you're petty, but you're not petty to someone's face. Like, if you're gonna be petty, be properly petty. Like, if someone like legit just like screws you over, fucks over with you, and you just like take it in stride, and then you're like petty behind their back, that's not the point. It's not the point of being petty. I'm gonna just say it. But like, I feel like you're also the type of person that kind of starts shit, like stirs the pot, and then just like leaves it to watch everything unfold. I think my last point about something that I don't really like about Hufflepuffs is the fact that you'll say you'll do something and then you just won't follow through. I've met some people like that, and I'm like, dang girl, you said you were gonna do this, how come you never followed through? And it could be from like a personal goal or a personal dream to like actually doing something for that person, and they're like, yeah, well, I just, you know, you lack initiative. I think that's my only like gripe against it. Honestly, there's not much to hate about Hufflepuffs. Y'all are pretty chill. Be chaotic. I know y'all can be chaotic. Be chaotic. Okay, Ravenclaws, you're not as smart as you think you are. Just because you can study 8 hours straight without a pee break does not mean you're smart. It means that you're determined and that you're strong-willed, but that does not necessarily make you smart. I hate those Ravenclaws, those people who like, you know, they read one fucking Tolstoy book in 1 year and then they think they know everything, and then they'll just be like, well, I read Tolstoy. And I'm like, good for fucking you. Like, I really don't give a shit the fact that you read Anna Karenina. Like, I can flex and say I read Dante. Like, that doesn't make me a smart person. A smart person is someone can walk in the room and see, like, feel the vibe of that room and be able to go, oh, this is not the time or place to talk about XYZ. A smart person will be able to like be socially aware. I feel like a lot of Ravenclaws are not socially aware. They're so far up their own asses because they think they're like literally God's gift to humanity, and I'm just like, can you please shut up? Like, just stop talking. You're not that cool. They're also the type of person who's never been in a certain life experience or situation, and like they'll go, toxic trait is me thinking I can do it, but I can't do it, and then they'll proceed to like try and do it, and then when they get their asses handed to them and then people go, you like fumbled real bad right there, they won't take accountability and they'll be like, it's not my fault, it's their fault. Like, I get it, girl, same, but at the same time, like, I don't know, eat some humble pie. Also, you guys are kind of annoying. You're so pretentious and so uptight, you're kind of annoying. Learn to have some fun. Learn to have some balance. I feel like lawyers, doctors, nurses, they all fall into the line of like being a Ravenclaw, and I've never really met a happy lawyer or a happy nurse or a happy doctor who isn't full of themselves. Learn to balance your life out and have some fun. I also feel like they make friends with the wrong people, and when you point it out to them and be like, hey, I wouldn't really like befriend that person's like toxic as fuck, but they're like, but they'll look great with my image, and then they'll go ahead and befriend that person, and then they'll get screwed over and they'll come crying to you, and you're like, bitch, I told you not to be friends with them. Like, they will literally like chew you out and spit you out and just use you, and then they go around and they do the same thing again. Ravenclaws have so much potential, but I feel like because they're so full of themselves, they really don't see it. I don't think they're as two-faced as Hufflepuff. I think like you get what you get from them. They're very much themselves and they're very proud of that, which I can admire. Honestly, I think Ravenclaws are kind of cool. I think they have so much capability. They're actually more, I feel like they're more of a creative person than they are academic people. I think like it just boils down to Ravenclaws. Don't be so full of yourself and don't act as smart as you think you are. Like, you're not as smart as you think you are. Okay, Slytherins, shut up. Just shut up. You're not funny. You're not that smart. You're not that cool. You're actually very mediocre, and money doesn't really make up for your personality that you lack. Half the shit that comes out of like your mouth is either like super pretentious, super racist, or just like so full of yourself. You kind of fall in the category with like Ravenclaws, but you're also giving a lot of Gryffindor vibes, and we all know Slytherins fucking hate Gryffindors, so like you are what you talk about, essentially. So like, if you really hate Gryffindors, don't try and be like them. Like, what are you doing? Just shut up. Stay in your lane, mind your own business. They are the biggest busybodies I've ever met. But they're not like busybodies in your face, they're manipulative busybodies. Okay, Slytherins are leeches. They will latch onto that one person and they will use that person to get whatever kind of information that they want. And then when they get what they want from them, they'll just be like, okay, I'm done. Besides being like bold out, full out racist, you're kind of also like a prejudiced person. Slytherins, just because you have style does not mean you're pretty. You're literally the ugliest person in the entire fucking room, and just because you wear Dior or Gucci doesn't make up for your personality or what you look like. You're an ick. You're a walking ick. You're a green booger that's walking. You literally can't take a joke to save your life. You can dish it out, but you can never look it up. That's one thing I have noticed about Slytherins, is that like, if someone calls you out for like the mistakes you've done or made and be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that again, you can't just like accept it and be like, you're right. You throw the biggest fit, you act so petty, you gaslight everyone to thinking that you were the victim. Slytherins, you have so much potential of being nice. Just be nice. It's not that hard. You don't need to always use people to get what you want. I know that's what your mommy and daddy do. They use people and walk all over, but don't be a Malfoy. Don't use people to get what you want. Slytherins, if you're gonna go do drugs, do it on a crystal platter. You can afford it. If you're gonna be a Slytherin and you're gonna be high, don't be tacky. I don't know why that was one of my points. Like, if you're gonna do drugs, be classy about it. This video is not me endorsing drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Guys, I saved the best for last, but fucking Gryffindors, here we go. You guys are the biggest idiots ever. I have never met a Gryffindor that wasn't like actually smart. Y'all are kind of just like really annoying jocks, and like if that upsets you, not my problem. Literally not my problem. Yeah, why are you guys so into sports? And I'm not talking about like being passionate about sports. I'm talking about like, why do you make sports just your personality? Like, you're allowed to like baking or cooking or fashion or looking nice or putting in the effort of being like a decent human being. There's a difference between making it a personality and then being passionate about it. Like, you're fucking annoying. Y'all are the type to literally listen to Kanye West and be like, I'm so cultured with my music. That's the vibe it's giving for. It's literally giving frat boys and pick-me's. Like, y'all are the biggest pick-me's and biggest frat boys. Like, ew, get a personality. I feel like for obvious fact, Leos are like the biggest Gryffindors, obviously. Leos, duh. But like, you're the type of people who, again, I feel like none of the houses are really socially aware. Y'all will walk into a room and think everyone is obsessed with you. And then you're just so obnoxious and so loud. And it's like, the only reason why we're looking at you is because you're fucking annoying and we're making fun of you. Not everyone needs to know everything about you. Like, you're not that special, you're not that cool, and you're not that important. You're either an iPad kid that always screams at your parents for not getting what you want, or you were just a really neglected child and then you just bully everyone to make yourself feel better. You guys are bold racists. You're uneducated, but you will literally be the type of person, go to a school, and if someone from a different background brings their lunch, you're literally gonna point at them and go, ew, that stinks, it's so stinky. And I'm like, bitch, you're eating bologna. Shut up. Pick up a book and read. You have the potential of being so really smart. I feel like finance bros, podcast bros, those like anti-women bros are literally from Gryffindors, and I cannot stand you guys. You guys are just like the biggest icks. Also, why are you always trying to fight? Why are you always trying to fight people? Like, y'all will pick a fight with anything that moves. Y'all are like chihuahuas. Like, you're trying to be out here being like the big guns, but like, you're not Dobermans, you're not Rottweilers, you're fucking chihuahuas. Sit down. You're those like ugly ratty dogs that live for 34 years but shakes by the time they turn 5 because they've been so inbred. Stop trying to pick a fight with everybody. A lot of us don't really care enough to like engage in an intellectual fight with you or a physical fight with you. You're kind of dumb. Also, you're kind of ugly too, not gonna lie. You're kind of ugly. Like, whether it's your personality or your physical appearance, but you're kind of ugly and you smell. I feel like Gryffindors are the kind of people who will look at a guy who like takes their time into putting effort into their hygiene and how they look and dress and be like, oh, you're gay. Like, no, they just have a sense of style and they know how to keep themselves clean and they know how to like, I don't know, be a decent human being, whereas you're wearing the same gym clothes that you wore from 3 days ago and you're wearing your underwear inside out because you couldn't be bothered to go and wash. Sit down. You're done. Get a grip. Also, quit drinking Red Bull. You're gonna get cancer. I'm also gonna just say it, but honestly, it's not a flex if you can relate to any of the Marauders because they were like horrible people. Like, honestly, they're not that great. They were just as mean as Snape was. So like, to flex and be like, yeah, I'm totally like serious, or I'm totally like James or Lupin, I'm like, okay, so you're an asshole, you're a bully, and you're supposed to act surprised that Wormtail turned out to be the way that he was. It's like, he literally surrounded himself with like really mean people. So yeah. Also, Lily Potter, like, I love that you like sacrificed yourself for Harry, but like, it was kind of giving pick me vibes when you married James. Right, well, I feel like I've hurt people's feelings, so with that being said, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna drop a stink bomb and be like, peace out. Yeah, if you feel really butthurt about a lot of the things I said, I'm not really sorry. I feel like maybe that's a sign for you to do some self-evaluation. I don't need to worry about my personality until I'm 30 and my tits are sagging. Not that I have tits to sag. Anyways, I am done. I'm gonna stop talking. Stay hydrated, be kind to yourselves, and free Palestine, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.